Hey, what's up guys and welcome back. First of all, if you like to support the channel and myself, my PayPal will be in the description. So, thank you guys very much. So welcome back to part 2 of What If Naruto Was a God tier prodigy. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also guys, don't forget to go ahead and check out the other channels if you're new. Anime King 2, Anime King Symbol, and Anime Prince. I also create a new channel where I'm making my own stories, so go ahead, check out that and enjoy guys. By destroying that red subscribe button and becoming a part of the Anime King family. So without further ado or wasting any more time, let us begin this now guys. Start the intro. Our story begins with Yujito, a kunoichi from Kumo. She faced off against a former missing name from Kumo, who had an artifact that dated back to the era of the Sage of Six Paths. The artifact was able to steal any chakra. It was able to overcome her when she used her tail beast chakra. She thought she was a goner when someone emerged. The person saved her life but accidentally revealed the wood release. It did not take too long for word to spread about this, them trying to use this as a way to draw him out, to offer him asylum, because having the wood release was no normal thing. Speaking to his adoptive mother, Tsunade Senju, the young boy, she told him that they were going back to Konoha. Having an entire village protect him was the best thing for now. When word reached Konoha, they were shocked, as Jiraiya returned. It's been a long while since he's been here. You see, Kushina and Minato was someone dear to him. And their child that he was supposed to be the godfather for went missing that night. They searched for a long time but they were unable to find the boy. So they gave up hope. Jiraiya had been depressed ever since. But now hearing this, they believed that Tsunade had a child that awakened the Mokuton. They were surprised though when she came back to the village willingly. Naruto was an ecstatic little boy that observed curiously. He always seemed to be happy. Tsunade returned to the office as Naruto was introduced to Jiraiya and Hiruzen. Naruto was not her son though. He was the son of Minato and Kushina. Tsunade had arrived on that night. She saw the drastic events that took the life of the couple. She saw Kushina. She heard her final words, so Tsunade decided to make a drastic move. She decided that she would take Naruto and she would raise him, and that is exactly what she did. She took him and she raised him as her own. He was able to help her overcome a lot. However, it wasn't just that. Naruto was special. She dated back to his genetic bloodline. Naruto had the Sharingan eyes. His eyes were never awakened because of trauma, because of too much rage. It was just pure instincts and training. Naruto was above the term prodigy. He was something else. He adapted, he learned. He was a master of several arts, creating his own jutsus. Naruto was a very powerful child and it shows. The others were shocked to hear this. By the time they turned back around, he was gone though. Tsunade wasn't surprised. He liked to move away a lot. Naruto made his way, seeking around the village, where he came across a few boys skipping class. He followed after them. They were attacked by an enemy within the forest though. Well, an animal. Naruto saved them by punching the animal with a single fist, destroying it, shocking them as they were grateful. He saw the graduation class that would be graduating this year. As he walked up to Sasuke Uchiha, and introduced himself, showing off his Sharingan. Sasuke was befuddled, shocked, unable to understand how was this even possible. Naruto convinced Iruka to let him fight by saying the name Senju. Kiba Inuzaka was taken out with a single finger flick to the forehead. Sasuke wanted answers, but Naruto never got the chance to give it to him. His mother arrived and proceeded to drag him away immediately, as they weren't done with him just yet. So yeah guys, basically last part left off, you guys can switch across to the place check of yourself, and also don't forget to go ahead and check out the other channels. All the links will be down in the description. So yeah, without further ado or wasting more time, let us begin this now guys. Sasuke Uchiha refused to give up hope. No matter what, he refused. Sasuke spent the last few days trying to find the one that he saw. As he wondered if he was going crazy, he spoke to Iruka about it, but Iruka wasn't given that kind of information about that boy. Sasuke scoured the village, but he could not see him anywhere. As he arrived to the academy as usual, not even thinking about the graduation test today, because his mind was stuck on that individual that he saw, that person that had the Sharingan eyes, another Uchiha. Could he really have another person from his clan out there, other than that monster that took everything away from him? Sasuke needed to find him. He needed to talk to him. And how could he be his age and already have those eyes? 3 told him in both of them. Sasuke was impressed and also jealous as well. As he sat down, everything was like a blur. He was barely paying attention to anything going on around him. His mind was focused on the young man, Naruto. He remembered the name. He needed to see him again. He needed to know him. He needed to understand just what the hell was going on. Sasuke was interrupted by Iruka as he went to perform his tests. Of course, it was easy for him. He got his headband. There was no one there though. No one to celebrate with. No one to be with. He spent majority of his time alone. It wasn't that he just isolated himself away from people, which he does sometimes, but Sasuke found himself unable to socialize rather well. He was antisocial. It was hard breaking out of his shell. Yes, there were all of the girls around him, but they always get shy or they ask some rather awkward questions, which Sasuke did not know how to answer. He stepped outside, seeing parents, brothers, sisters, family members arriving. As he made his way off, "Hey!" The voice caught his attention. Sasuke turned, and he saw him. After so long of searching, Sasuke felt a boost of joy. He stepped up in his casual, cool self. "It's you," he said. "Yep, it's me. I told you that you'll be seeing me again." "Come on," said Naruto, throwing an arm around Sasuke's shoulder, pulling him off. "Where are we going?" Sasuke was confused, as Naruto simply smiled towards him, carrying him along. They went to a different part of the village. Sasuke has never been here. The place was large. Very, very large. It hadn't been used in a very long while, but recently it had some occupants. Sasuke was brought inside when he was greeted by 2 people, a blonde-haired woman and a dark-haired woman. They seemed to be having a little celebration. Sasuke was confused. Over to the side was a white-haired man as well. He knew their faces from photos that he saw. He was stunned. These are the Sanins. "What is this?" Sasuke said. "A little celebration for you graduating. And me as well," Naruto said, pointing. Sasuke couldn't believe that he did not even notice the headband. It was around Naruto's neck. How didn't he notice? Perhaps he was too overwhelmed and excited by all of what was going on. Tsunade Senju stood there, This was all Naruto's idea, knowing that Sasuke would be alone, having no one. Well, they were celebrating Naruto graduated as well, but it was more so for Sasuke. Naruto wanted to do it, despite the both of them not really being connected that close. He was like family after all, something that Naruto cherished. Sasuke was an Uchiha. The Uchihas and Senju might have a rivalry in the past, but that was no longer the case. Sasuke demanded to know a lot. How did Naruto know them? What was going on? Oh, this is my mother. Your mother. Now Sasuke was having a hard time understanding. He didn't understand, as Naruto had to explain. She's not my mother by blood, but she is my mother either way. And yes, I'm also a Uchiha, because my father had a Uchiha lineage in his past. It seemed to have surfaced a lot more in me though. So I guess that makes us, well, clan brothers, Naruto said. For the first time in a long while, despite it all being so sudden, Sasuke did not feel alone. Him going out of his way to throw this party, inviting him, celebrating him, and meeting the two Sanins and Shizune. Sasuke was overwhelmed by it all, not sure how to act. He tried to draw in, but Naruto kept on pulling him out of his shell. For the days since being here, Naruto showed off his skills somewhat. For them to see that he was fully capable of protecting himself, something his mother had no doubt about. That is why he now proudly wear the headband. There was a few team rosters that had to be changed for Naruto inclusion in the academy. Time skip. Naruto was a big hit in the classroom. He was rather social, complete opposite of Sasuke. He talked to anyone that would listen. He had this rather overwhelming personality that people seemed to be drawn to. It seems like he was just never sad. Sasuke was actually feeling happy because of that. Him and Naruto had spoke a lot. Sasuke understanding, realizing that Naruto was indeed special, having the three-totem Sharingan at his age. When questioned about it, Sasuke got a bit jealous. However, Naruto simply pat him on the shoulder and told him that he was simply a late bloomer, and that was a promise he will activate the eyes. His words gave Sasuke hope, because Sasuke has been feeling down that he would never get his Sharingan, and that saddened him. When Sasuke heard that he was on Team 7, Sakura Haruno, Naruto, and Sasuke Uchiha, well, he was overwhelmed. Happy than he's ever been that someone has been on a team with him. Not to say that he's been on a team before, but out of anyone else, he preferred this. There was a lot he still wanted to know. Perhaps just being around Naruto made him feel better. The stress of the day-to-day activities of trying to get stronger seemed to just melt away. As for Sakura, she did not know Naruto. He was new here after all. However, when they finally got the chance to meet, he was different in every single way. He took her hand. He kissed the back of it, introducing himself. Her cheeks turned red. The influence of Jiraiya already rubbing off on Naruto. The Sannin sneezed wherever he was, wondering who was calling his name. Meanwhile, Sakura was overwhelmed by Naruto's various ways of speaking, including multiple comments. When he spoke to her, he made her feel like she was the only one in the world that matters. When he gazed into her eyes and spoke so calmly, she started to become overwhelmed. She spent a long time chasing after Sasuke, but not getting anything in return. So to have all of this attention, to hear that she was, well, beautiful in every single way, she found herself looking like a tomato. Time skip. When Sasuke was questioned on what is it that he wanted to do, for the first time Sasuke stuttered. However, he did pull through. His desire was still dark, still wicked, still corruptive. Revenge. There was no doubt, but there was hesitation though. As for Naruto said over 50 things. Literally. He wanted to be the greatest medic, surpassing his mother. He wanted to be the greatest fighter. He wanted to be a legendary ninja. He wanted this. He wanted that. He wanted this. He wanted that. So much goals, said Kakashi. Naruto thumped his chest. And I will achieve every single one of them, he vowed. Time skip. Kakashi Hatake arriving late once again. Told all three of them to come at him with the intent to kill. While the other two fled to the bushes. Naruto smirked. This is a good opportunity, he said, cricking his neck. Just to see how strong my father's student is. Kakashi Hatake was brought into the loop. Right now the information was all over the place. Not about Minato connection though. But he knew who Naruto was. Kakashi had arrived late as usual towards the little celebration because Naruto had invited him to meet the man, the last remaining student of his father. Are you ready? Naruto questioned him. Give it your best shot, said Kakashi. Naruto sped forward. The copy ninja expected a great speed, but this caught him off guard. Kakashi stepped back. Naruto slammed his hand down. Without a word, the ground erupted. Earth style. It was an earth wall. Kakashi flipped off it. However, a earth clone emerged and grabbed his leg, pulling the copy ninja back. That is when he saw Naruto on top of the wall, his leg raised. Kakashi kicked through the hand of the clone, flipping away as he landed. Boom! Naruto dropped like a meteor. The copy ninja flipped away, dodging several debris and stone. That is when the ground came alive, as it erupted out, massive foliage of trees shooting at him. The vines came alive and tried to grip and grab onto him. The copy ninja pulled a kunai and started to slice, tear and leap back. Blurring through hand sign, he released a massive fireball that cooked them alive. Kakashi landed. He turned around and jumped as Naruto's fingers grazed the bell, coming from underground. However, beyond the flames, a root shoot out and grab Kakashi's leg and swing him around. The copy ninja sent chakra to his hands, slamming his hands into the earth. His body tore through it. It pulled him back. However, it was a clone that he switched with. Naruto destroyed it with a blow. He looked up, down, left, right. He then smirked and dropped his fist into the earth. In the trees. How is that possible? Sakura said as she watched the entire ground erupted. Sasuke's eyes widened, shocked, unable to truly believe what he was seeing. Kakashi, who was underground, his eye gaping in absolute shock and terror as Naruto looked down. Found you, he said. The copy ninja shoot out of the earth. Naruto blitzed through hand sign, fire style. Kakashi did the same. The both of them went through hand sign, but that is when Kakashi saw the difference. The technique that Naruto was going to use. No, wait. This technique was an A-rank jutsu. Fire stream, said Naruto. The technique streamed forward in a wide range. The copy ninja fire style was able to block the center, but he was surrounded. Kakashi had to quickly substitute a way as the log was consumed. He looked around trying to find Naruto when the ground exploded outwards. He flashed away. He dodged Naruto's fist that grazed his face, only for the force of Naruto's fist to release a little impact that blew him. The copy ninja bounced across the ground, his clothing torn. He skidded and came to a stop. Kakashi was shocked. His face was bleeding. He reached upwards, lifting his headband. He knew that Naruto was no joke, but this wasn't what he was expecting. Time to kick it up a notch. He said out of sheer interest of understanding what Naruto was capable of. That is when Naruto's eyes turned. Immediately, both of them dashed towards each other. They clashed and struck each other, only for the both of them to fade away. Too high-class illusion. Enough games. Let's do this, said Naruto. His body started to glow with a golden energy, the aura cracking the ground. His power exploded outwards. The copy ninja, who was able to see Naruto for what he actually was shocked. Naruto went through hand sign, wood style, thorn root shackles, said Naruto as he pumped his chakra into the earth. Powerful roots exploded outwards. These were precise, sharp and deadly. Kakashi tried to dodge all of them, but even with the Sharingan, the overwhelming numbers, he got slashed on the shoulder and then at the side. Kakashi tore through them, enhancing his kunai with electricity. He dashed towards Naruto and threw the weapon. Naruto saw it coming as he leaped right over it. Kakashi was above him, but Naruto blocked the blow. He grabbed Kakashi's fist. Kakashi tried to pry Naruto's hand off of him, but the bones in his hand creaked as Naruto applied pressure. The both of them twist and tussle in mid-air, kicking off of one another. They pulled out shurikens and kunais and launched them. With each that Kakashi threw, Naruto countered each and every one of them. Sharingan against Sharingan, their eyes moving against one another. Naruto, eyes pulsated. The copy ninja watched as Naruto weaved through his weapons, getting close. However, Kakashi could see that it was an illusion immediately, getting rid of it when he noticed. Instincts kicked in. Kakashi dodged, but he was still hitting the side, other than the stomach. It threw him backwards. Kakashi crouched down. 3-layered genjutsu. How is that? At his age, Kakashi said, absolutely shocked. How in the world was he able to do something like that? That is when Kakashi saw the two wood clones rushing towards him. He spun and drove his foot into one of their chests, only for his foot to start to be absorbed. The wood behaving like some kind of wet material. What the hell? That is when the back part opened up. Sasuke jumped out of it. He twists as Kakashi twists himself. However, behind him was Sakura out of the other one as she launched several kunais. He brought his foot around using the wood clone as a defense. He then smashed it into the earth, flipping up into the air as Sasuke launched a fireball. The copy ninja went through hand signs so quickly, releasing his own as the explosion decimated right between them. The reason why he did not try to move away was because he saw the entire area was surrounded by a massive loom of trees. Each of them were surrounded by thick, powerful bushes with so much sharp, glistening blades. It was the vines. He could see them all around the area. He could feel the chakra from them, ready to lash out the moment he stepped away. He had no idea when these two got involved as Sakura crashed into him, trying to grab and pull him down, but he grabbed her by the back and threw her away. She landed with a twist. As Naruto had the wood clones, two others emerged from the ground. Their bodies opened up like they were trees blooming before they surrounded the other two and jump away as they dive under the earth, getting away from Kakashi. Naruto then slammed his hand together as every single thorn rushed inwards, tearing the entire place apart. Kakashi erupted from the ground a distance over, sweating, absolutely shocked that he was forced to actually try against a genin Then again, Naruto was no normal genin. He played it perfectly. He also got the other two to get involved as well. I wouldn't move if I were you. Kakashi gazed upwards as he saw Naruto in the tree, looking down towards him. You feel it, don't you? He looked down, out of the earth that he was coming out of. What is it? Explosives? Something more dangerous, Naruto said. As he jumped down, pointing a kunai towards the copy ninja's face. However, Kakashi arrived behind him, pinning Naruto to the ground and using the same kunai to point it at Naruto's back. Game over, he said. For you, Naruto said. Kakashi was surrounded by several other Narutos. The one below him poofing away. Not a wood clone, a normal shadow clone jutsu. That is when the bell went off. Stopping their battle, Naruto turned his gaze. I guess we win, he said. Kakashi looked towards him. Well, you're mistaken. You did not get the... He heard the sound. Over here, sensei. He watched as Sakura had the bell in her hand. What the hell? It came to his mind immediately to tackle. It was not to pull him down. All of this was just a distraction. The moment the match began, Naruto sent two clones to gather the others. The clones fused around them, granting them extra speed and strength. It was like wearing a suit of armor, which they used to their advantage. As stated before, Naruto had created several jutsus. The test wasn't hard to figure out. Shizune was always talking about Konoha and what they strive on. What they focus on mainly: teamwork, workmanship, understanding the bond of the will of fire. So it was easy to understand that. He wanted to put them against each other to see how they would react. Not to mention, Naruto has never seen a team that wasn't a special assignment or a special training protocol or some kind of, well, mentor that consists of 2 genin and 1 jonin. Your standard team had 3. So it wasn't hard to figure out the truth or convincing the others as well, who proved themselves as a great part of the test. While Naruto's power was great, he wasn't the one that got the bells, not even Sasuke, because Kakashi underestimated her the most, and that cost him. Time skip. With her son being here, of course she was going to stay. Immediately, she took over the medical program. A lot needed to be changed, and now things were different. She could run the program that she wanted to run. A long time ago, Kakashi was surprised when she came up towards him. He spoke respectfully, but she was here to speak about her son. Naruto is a very powerful boy. Extremely so. He adapts. He learned really fast. He's also sweet. He reminded her so much of her grandfather. Powerful yet caring. Dangerous yet gentle. However, there were things that Kakashi needed to know. It happened a few years ago. Time skip. Being on the road, Naruto, Tsunade, and Shizune has gone multiple places. They've done multiple things. There was a man-made virus that was affecting a colony of people. The one who was behind this, its job was to kill the leader in order to take possession. When they came there and helped the people, he was angered by that. Really so. Naruto bonded with the leader's daughter. She was a sweet, kind girl. They bonded. He befriended her. However, when the man decided that he wasn't going to get the position that he wanted if the leader was not dead, because the poison was now getting taken care of by the damn Senju woman, he was gonna go after the daughter, break the leader's mind by killing his daughter. allowing him to be unable to go on. There was a lot of conflicts, years of conflicts that has followed up to this. The leadership, the chosen one, all of that. But Naruto did not care. All he saw was a friend that he had was taken. Yes, that was all he saw. Naruto tracked her down by himself. This man had gathered quite a few followers, believing that he was the one to lead this place. And they were willing to commit atrocious acts in his name. Tsunade arrived late, but it was the first time that she saw it. The switch. Naruto was calm and easygoing. However, when truly angered, he switched. It reminded her of her granduncle. At his worst. She seen it once when she was younger. When someone close to him died. She remembered the power, seeing the aura, the look in his eyes. It was that day that she realized that Naruto was somehow linked to them. Despite only having a distant Senju blood, personality-wise, emotions, rage, he was calm like Hoshirama, but when angered, he became like Tobirama. Even worse, the genocide that was committed that day. And yet, the look in his eyes, the lack of empathy, the lack of mercy. Even the girl that he saved was scared of him. For someone so young, and yet he flipped out. He was just 9 years old when it happened. The first time he ever took a life, and it was multiple. He might have some anger issue from her, as it's easy to get angry, but that anger is nothing compared to what she was talking about. Tsunade flipped out a lot and threw things and break things. Naruto does do the same. Being raised by her, grown by her, he took a lot from her. But there was this anger inside of him. This rage that put him aside from anything. His emotions, his mercy, his empathy. The willingness to kill without any hesitation. She just wanted Kakashi to know if anything was to arise. Her final words to him though, he was always late and a bit lazy. Be sure to take care of the kids, or else. Her threat went smoothly as he took a gulp, seeing that smile on her face. However, her words about Naruto and what happened were truthful, something you need to watch out for. As Kakashi saw Naruto that day, finding it hard to believe what Tsunade said as he looked towards the child, yes. He did flip out really easily, but that wasn't true anger. Just for comedic wise rage at being upset and expressing his emotions rather raw. And for someone like him who was able to adapt and advance so quickly, perhaps this was dangerous. Time skip. It was their first mission outside. And this is where Sakura and Sasuke saw the difference between Naruto simply hanging out and sparring with them, and Naruto facing an actual enemy. The Demon Brothers, their target was Tazuna, who lied about the mission. Unfortunately though, as Miyaizo and Gozu seemingly tear Kakashi apart, Sasuke stopped the chain by hooking it. Before Gozu could release it though, Naruto was gone. With pure raw strength, his hand glistening with chakra, he broke the chain and yanked Gozu. His eyes went wide. The last thing he saw was the fist come into his face. The impact sent him spiraling through the foliage. Miyaizo was startled, shocked, allowing Sasuke to deliver a full, blown kick to the back of his skull, knocking him out. Kakashi returned. recovering the body of Gozu. He was out like a light. His mouth was all busted open. Naruto restrained them both with a chain that he broke. As he turned his gaze to Tazuna before Kakashi could even say it. What's going on here? Why are they after you? Sakura was shocked by the sudden change. His tone, his gaze. Naruto seemed to be a different person. When he's taking things seriously. What do you mean? Tazuna started to stutter. Those two would not be after you for a simple C-rank mission. I've heard about them in my travels and who they are sighted with. I'm gonna ask you this one more time. Why are they after you? His sudden shout caught everyone off guard. Kakashi remembered what Tsunade said. Naruto seemed to be a completely different person right now. Tazuna was afraid, despite being older, larger, but definitely not stronger. He was intimidated. He spilled the truth rather easily. Naruto turned his back. Looking towards Kakashi, we should head back to the village. Wait, Sakura said, what about him? That's not our problem. He lied. It was shocking to see just how much Naruto had changed. Unlike them, Naruto had experienced the world. He'd seen darkness, he'd seen suffering. His calm, rather cheerful attitude was a good way to deal with that when he's not in a dangerous situation. That man risked everyone's life here. That man put our life on the line, knowing that much dangerous enemies will come after him, but yet, he lied. We could have all gotten killed. Why should he be our concern anymore? Tazuna turned, begging, as he spoke about his daughter, his grandson. Even Sasuke was appalled by Naruto's attitude. More so mostly shocked. It wasn't expected. Naruto had seen betrayals in ways that, well, affected him mentally, physically. Being with his mother and Shizune on the road, they've been through a lot. So much. He almost died over 6 or 7 times. Yes, and that was because of his easygoing attitude. Shizune almost died because of him, something he still haven't forgotten and forgiven himself about. And it was because he was too trusting. Yes, he was too trusting, too innocent. He allowed people to worm them way into his heart. People who lie, betray. Naruto could still remember Shizune on the ground, him bound and restrained. If it wasn't for his mother arriving just on time, Shizune wouldn't be here now. That is why Naruto wasn't behaving like Hoshirama anymore. Calculated, serious, like Tobirama, dangerous as well. Kakashi tried to calm Naruto down. Sakura felt bad. Really so. Trying to convince Naruto that they need to help. What would make them if they simply leave him be, allowing him to die? They had the strength. He's more than capable enough. She's seen that with her own eyes. Kakashi was surprised. How little changes could help someone step up. Sakura stepping up and speaking on behalf of the client despite the lie really showed her compassion, her sympathy. And it really showed just how serious Naruto was when he wasn't joking around. As they spoke as a group, Sasuke wanted to go. His desires were different though. Naruto gazed towards the man. Looking towards Tazuna, he required further explanation. Because Naruto was, well, very stubborn like his mother. Even if Kakashi was to give the order. Due to the mission being, well, above their pay grade, Naruto could refuse without any repercussions at all. Tazuna told them the whole truth, how his village was struggling, as he went into in-depth detail about Gato. What he's put them through, how he's harmed them, how he's made them suffer. See, he's just afraid. Haven't you been afraid before? Sakura said. Kakashi was amazed by the development, knowing that Sakura was lacking behind more than the other two, but just as he expected, a mission outside would help them to come together even more. Naruto took a breath. Fine, he said. Time skip. The group made their way. Naruto was serious throughout the entire time. This was no time to joke around, no time to play around. These were life and death situations. Naruto told Kakashi everything that he knew. When they arrived towards the boat, the closer they got, the more mist they saw. It was a lot up here. It was messing with Naruto's senses. There was so much chakra in the air. Naruto kept quiet, vigilant, as they moved through. Despite the mist around, Naruto picked up on it, his senses being rather refined. We're being watched, he said. Sakura stiffened. Kazuna started to worry. Where? Kakashi said. Naruto gave the exact coordinates. The copy ninja stepped, changing the formation easily. However, the enemy decided to throw their weapon. Team 7 dropped down to the ground. Kazuna was pulled down as well. Naruto was correct. Zabuza Momochi. He hasn't met the man before, but he's heard about him. Naruto gazed up towards him. Zabuza was surprised. You could tell a ninja from their eyes, and this one looked rather battle-hard, even though he was just a brat. He tried to affect them mentally, scaring them. The bloodlust was overwhelming. Sakura felt like she was losing hope. Kazuna felt like he was about to black out. Sasuke was overwhelmed, afraid, the weapon in his hand shaking as he thought about taking the easy way out. That is when an overwhelming sensation spread. Kakashi and Zabuza were both surprised. Naruto's eyes were closed. The gold aura that was surrounding him, it was bright. It surrounded all the members who were close by. The sheer will and power of Naruto chakra blanketing all of them. The members found themselves warmed, free of stress, free of problems. However, seems you have some potential. Unfortunately, it ends here, said Zabuza as he appeared between them. Before he could move his blade though, Naruto kicked the weapon with such force. It exploded. But that was not the real Zabuza as Naruto's leg went through him. It was just a water clone. Naruto eyes switched towards a bush as Kakashi descended upon it, forcing Zabuza to leap outwards. He landed backwards as Naruto went through hand sign. Wooden vine shot upwards. Zabuza's eyes went wide as he was grabbed, only for Kakashi to split his throat. But what emerged was water. The real Zabuza emerged and kicked Kakashi away towards the water, where they engaged. Kakashi watched as another one came from the surface below. He stomped into his face, but the water shot outwards, capturing Kakashi. Zabuza manipulated and captured him into a prison. Right then and there, Team 7 quickly got to work. Zabuza sent a water clone, but vines ripped it to shreds. They tried to trick him, using a distraction, but he saw the original behind him. He split Naruto with his blade, shocking everyone, only for Naruto to turn into water. Zabuza's eyes widened when he saw them. Him too? He saw the Sharingan this brat copy his tech. His words were cut off as Naruto kicked him. The force stunned him, his entire body stiffened. Kakashi was freed immediately. Naruto landed on his hands. He spun and delivered 3 more face kicks. Blood flew from Zabuza's mouth. The slightest mistake cost him. He underestimated Naruto. not going all out, not using full force, and that cost him. Naruta's hand started to spiral with chakra. Kakashi watched in amazement. How in the world? The sound of the spinning ball, twisting and turning. Rasengan! Naruto slammed it deep within the gut of Zabuza. Blood exploded under the bandages. He was sent across the river, bouncing through a tree, crashing through another one. Naruto sped forward, aiming to finish the job. He moved in and went through hand sign, wood style. Great forest off, Naruto flipped away, dodging the senbons. Naruto then twist and turn and drop and leap. His eyes seeing every single one of them. Naruto plucked one of them out of the ear and threw it. It knocked away the one that came towards his face. Going through hand sign, with only one hand, Naruto spewed fire like a stream across the trees. Haku leaped and dodged, jumping down. Naruto braced and dashed towards Zabuza. Haku tried to best him as they clashed. He used speed because when their hand touched, Haku felt his hand sting. He jumped upwards, flipping above Naruto and sent several senbons. But Naruto already knew. Kakashi knocked them away. Haku quickly reacted in mid-ear, but Naruto was behind him. He turned, his hand coated with chakra. He slammed it in Naruto's chest, showing that his speed was supreme. Unfortunately though, the blow did not do the intended purpose by paralyzing Naruto, because there was nothing there to paralyze. Haku was kneed in the face, causing him to bleed. I got this. Finish what I started, said Naruto to Kakashi. Kakashi had faith in Naruto's strength as he moved towards Zabuza, who was struggling to move, unable to rise. It's over, he said. Meanwhile, Haku was bested. That's not possible. He tried to save his master, but he was bested. How? He saw the eyes. He gazed into them. The entire world changed. Haku saw hands, thousands of hands gripping onto him. The ground break open as they start to pull him. He flared his chakra that was precise, shattering the genjutsu. That is when he saw Naruto. Haku jabbed him in the arm with a needle and stabbed him in the neck. No hesitation, ending his life. He had to save his master with all blood spray from his mouth. Wind style, wind blade. That was the final word that he heard. Naruto was standing behind him, the blade puncturing his back, ripping through his chest. Haku was stunned. How did... He coughed up blood when he realized what happened. The Naruto on the ground shimmered away. The moment he looked into Naruto's eyes, it was over. A genjutsu layered on another genjutsu, layered on another genjutsu. 3 of them. Kakashi Shidori ruptured through Zabuza as Naruto saw it. Haku collapsed. His final sight was his master, as darkness swallowed him. Naruto, kunai returned back to normal. The other two over the other side wasn't even the wiser of what was going on as they stood protectively to keep Tazuna safe. However, they could no longer feel the danger in the air. After a moment, the remaining members of Team 7 returned. Kakashi Hatake gazed down towards Naruto. He knew that Naruto was strong, but mentally, physically, this child was something else. He copied the water clone within seconds. He reacted perfectly to the movements. His 3-layer genjutsu, fooling the enemies that truly did not understand the complexity of genjutsu. Kakashi was amazed. The boy was something else. And he was just 13 years old. Imagine how much more powerful he would be, fully grown. The mere thought of that was terrifying. What they did not see, what none of them saw, was the person in the shadows watching them. Now that was something disturbing because Naruto was a good sensor, but he did not sense what was observing them. But guys, we end episode right here. If you want to see next part, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification as they posted. But I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.